Not that long ago, building a website was pretty hard. But today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build and publish your very own website with zero coding skills from scratch. Before AI came along, you typically had to learn how to write code. Things like HTML to build the thing, CSS to make it look any good, and maybe some JavaScript on top of that. And once you somehow got all of that working, you had to then think of the other stuff. Stuff like domains, web hosting, how to upload files to a server. All of this stuff had nothing to do with the actual website. It could sometimes take weeks or even months to do, and you'd need to learn 2 or 3 different programming languages. And half the time after all of that, it would look pretty average. But today, none of that is true. You can build a real website, one that looks amazing, and get it live on the internet in under an hour with no code, no developers, and for very little cost. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how from start to finish. We're going to scope it, design it, build it, and get it live for real. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to make up my very own pizza restaurant. I love pizza and I've always wanted to have a little pizza restaurant, and maybe this is my chance to do so. Something like a small family run, like wood-fired kind of place. A neighborhood spot that you'd actually want around the corner, nothing fancy, some great pizzas, good beer, easygoing, and nice warm service. What we need is a simple one-page website. Something that tells people who we are, shows off the menu, and makes it very easy to book a table or order a takeaway. And I'm going to use 3 tools in the Claude ecosystem to build this. Claude Chat to scope it, Claude Design to design it, and then Claude Code to build it. And then we're going to get it live using Cloudflare Pages. Now, if you've already got a brand or business set up, then at this stage, I'd gather all of your branding things, stuff like logos, colors, and fonts that you already use, and keep them to hand, ready to feed in. As I'm starting from scratch with Ricky's, I'm going to get Claude to help me build these as we go along. So step 1, it's worth spending a little bit of time scoping this whole thing out, and I'm going to do that with Claude Chat. Some people skip this stage, and in my opinion, this is why you can get a pretty generic looking AI website, because you haven't spent enough time at this stage. So it's worth doing so. So what we're going to do is head over to Claude Chat or Cowork, whichever one you're using. No special tools needed at the moment. And what I'm going to do is copy and paste in this prompt. You're an experienced web designer and product manager. I want you to help me plan a website. Do not build anything yet or write any code. I just want a clear plan first. And so what I do is I'm going to give it the business details of what essentially the website's about. It's got its name, Ricky's Pizza, describe it, what is it? It's a small family run, wood-fired pizza restaurant. It's really important. Give it some information about what we sell, Neapolitan pizzas, a handful of sides like dough balls, describing which kind of customers it's for, local families, and also give it details like the opening hours. I'm then also going to give it what objectives I want the site to do. So it needs to make a good, strong first impression. It needs to show the menu, being able to book a table, whether that is through using other services like OpenTable or 7 Rooms, we'll come on to that. But with Claude Code, you can actually go ahead and build your own system like that if you wanted to. We want to make it easy to order a takeaway, to also show opening hours and where to find us. I've given it that I want a single page site, and I also want the exact format of how I want it back, section by section. I want a tone of voice, and then also anything that it thinks that I've missed. And then this bit at the end where I've said, ask me up to 3 questions if anything would meaningfully change your plan. And that's designed to help me iterate on the scope. So Claude can do the work to try and get the most out of what the prompt is. So the next step is to make the design of this. And what I'm going to do is going to copy that prompt that we got from Claude Chat and paste it into Claude Design. So you go to claude.ai/design and open up a new project. And then what I'm going to do is going to paste in the prompt that it gave me. Okay, so the first thing you can see is saying a few quick things about Ricky's Pizza. So it's asking me to clarify a few things. Do I have real photos? I do, but not yet. So I'm going to use tasteful stock imagery for now. How many variations do I want to? It'd be good to kind of explore a couple of different options. What kind of personality? Warm and clean. I mean, I kind of define that. Accent color. So I haven't actually put in my branding. So if you did have some branding, you can define that in the prompt. But I'm going to go for kind of a tomato red feel for that. Online ordering link, I'll put a placeholder for now, but obviously you could just kind of put that in there. I'm going to put my phone number as 01234 56789, and the menu content, I could paste that in. I didn't have anything there, but I'm going to get it to write a believable menu for me, and then I'm going to hit continue. Okay, that's come back after about 4 or 5 minutes with an initial design. It's got a hero image, which I need to upload. It's chosen the red accent color. You do have some options to change the accent color. Kind of you can toggle between the different options, tomato red or the olive green. It's given me a few variations of header font, which I'm going to use the serif one. I can tweak all of this, and what I'm going to go through is just iterate on a few things. So firstly, I want to get a proper image uploaded here in the background. So I've actually got a really nice photo of the pizza coming out of the oven, so I've just uploaded that. I've got a lovely team photo of the crew outside the restaurant, and actually it's kind of giving it a real nice personality here. There's a few different ways you can edit on Claude Design. You can actually mark up certain items, so if you press the mark up button and then hover over the element you actually want to tweak, you can then press it and then describe what exactly you want to change. So in this instance, say I want to change order takeaway to just order collection and hit send to Claude, it will actually change that for you. That's good for when you're making more kind of complicated changes that are more than just kind of copy changes. So there you go, that's changed that pretty quickly. Or you can actually hit the edit button, which will allow you to hover over whichever thing you want to do, and you can actually change it. So I'm going to change it from no fuss, just good pizza to no fuss, just great pizza. There we go. And I can make that text slightly smaller so it fits in one line. So you can edit it in line like that. You can also add comments that your team can see, and you can show all of the tweaks. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this design. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to export this to Claude Code. So what you do is go up to the share button, hit send to Claude Code, and then it will give you two options. You can either send to your local coding agent, which is what I'll show you how to do and get that set up, or you can send to Claude Code on the web. So if you hit copy command, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to now move over to Claude Code and go to the Claude Desktop app and select the code tab, which moves me over. Now I'm going to select a folder in here to keep my project in. So I've got a Ricky's Pizza folder, and that's where it's going to create the code and the actual files for this project. So I'm going to paste in the prompt that it gave, which says fetch this design file, its README, and implement the various aspects of the design. So once I do that, I'm just going to hit run. Okay, so after about 8 minutes or so, Claude Code came back and it's built the entire site with HTML, CSS, and a little bit of JavaScript. And as you can see, it's exactly as we have the design. Now, one thing it didn't do is copy the images that I uploaded over. So I had to re-upload those back to Claude Code and describe what it was there for. But overall, everything else looks really great. On mobile, it's done some testing on mobile, so it's mobile friendly. I've also checked the links. For example, the order link works, goes right down to the order for collection. Now, at the moment, I've just put a test link in for that, but you could tell Claude Code to link to wherever you had your collection ordering. The booking form also works. So if you type in your name, your number, an email address, the date of your booking, that whole date picker works, your time, party size, and request a table. It will send a request off. Now, you could actually define how you wanted that, whether that was to go into a database or whether that was just an email to kind of go to somebody. Then you could actually just tell Claude Code exactly how you wanted that. So now we have a real website, and it works. It looks great, but we have one problem. It only exists on my computer. So let's fix that. Let's get it uploaded, and we'll use Cloudflare Pages to get it live. So to get this site live, I'm going to go to Cloudflare Pages. So you just have to search for Cloudflare Pages on Google, go to the homepage, hit sign up or log in if you've already got an account. And once you get through to the dashboard, you'll see there's an option that will ask you how you want to get your site live. Do you want to connect to Git repo? And there's a bunch of different ways that you can get a site live. I'm not going to get into the weeds with connecting up GitHub and things like that. We will come on to more advanced stuff like that. I want to keep it super basic. But for this instance, we're going to just upload static files for you to get your site live with. So if you see the button that says ship something new, if you click upload static files, you can then drag or drop your project. So all you need to do is go and find the files that Claude Code created. And in my case, I've got them here. So I'm just going to upload the entire Ricky's Pizza project, and it can see the files that you're going to upload. Now, I'm actually going to take the README file out of that, but otherwise it's going to upload all of the other files that I need for the website to put live. And I simply hit deploy. After a few seconds, it's deployed the website to a test domain. And as you can see, this Trill Moon link, if I click on that, will go through to my test website, which is live on the internet. Now, this isn't the domain that you would use properly, and we'll come on to how you connect a real proper custom domain that you have. But this is great for just being able to share with other people that you might want to get feedback from. What's really cool is that Cloudflare makes this super easy if you haven't got a domain already. You simply go to the domains tab at the very top, and you can click purchase domain. Now I could type in Ricky's Pizza and it will give me all the different options that are available. So rickyspizza.com is not available, but Ricky's-Pizza is available at $10. Actually, if I wanted to, I could just purchase that domain name right there. If you've already got a domain for your business, then Cloudflare can also let you transfer your domain to Cloudflare to manage the hosting. So all you have to do is go to the transfer tab, enter your domain name. So I'm just going to pretend that I've got Ricky's Pizza. And if you hit continue, it will give you the instructions that you need to do to transfer your domain name over. And that's it, a real live website for my brand new pizzeria, built and published in less than an hour. It's really amazing what you can do with AI nowadays. Now, Cloudflare Pages isn't the only option to get this live. You can use tools such as Netlify or Vercel, but it's a really quick and easy way of getting your site from your machine onto the web so the world can access it. Okay, so my honest verdict, because I'm not going to pretend that this replaces everything. And where this shines is a clean one-page site for a small business, a landing page for a simple shop front for your business that tells you what you want to do. It does it really cleanly and brilliantly, and it's faster and cheaper than anything else that's come before. But where you'll still want a human or web developer is where you've got something that's a much bigger, something like an online shop or anything with any custom functionality with hundreds of pages. The tools that are out there will still get you a long way, but I'd still recommend getting a developer on board when you've got anything that's highly critical. But this is the point. For the vast majority of people and businesses out there who just need a smart, simple looking website that makes them stand out, you no longer need to learn to code and you no longer need to spend lots of money on building your website. You can do it yourself in an afternoon. If you want to try this yourself, then all the prompts I use to scope, design, and build the site are available for free. Just take a look in the description below. And if you found this useful, the best thing you can do is subscribe, because I've got a lot more videos coming out just like this. See you for the next one.